Just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. First carry for Najee Harris. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. They'll run again with Harris. And some room to work. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Wilson now off the bootleg. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, 39 yards. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 24. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw is Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Gibbs straight ahead, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 43-yard line. Play action. Here's Goff. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Gone on the move to his left. That is caught by Laporta. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Rolling to his left. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now it's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. To the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, 35 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Second and 5. Another run for Gibbs here. Gets past one man. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. This to Laporta, right side. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Wilson. And incomplete.
Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air. But I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice. Because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part. Because now you've given hope to the offense. Maybe help create a big play for them instead of going up and either intercepting it or knocking it down. I ran many a stadium step for my errors.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Jack Campbell running him down behind the line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover. And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
They hand this off to Harris. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 3. Now it's gone. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Carlton Davis picks it, and he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Again, it's Gibbs. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go play action with Wilson. That one down the field for Freiermuth. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by a Fitu Melify.
Turn the lights on.
Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. The people they make go and dollars they make grow and everything's for show, but I will remain cold and eager. The queen don't talk to the meager, a leader. Who you know in the Zephyr? Been through the trenches, gutter fields and stenches. Gone ball, they filling up the benches. Half-court shooter, spitting from the medulla. Life for the game, they talking like I'm the doula. Nobody want a doula, defend the throne. I'm a dog in the zone and your man's is bones. I don't fear the stones, I flash the paws. Don't be talking to me crazy with no glass jaw. A spit of light saliva, you can never survive her. Streets got a code up, couldn't decipher. Watch the way you talk when you talking to me. And if you didn't know, it's the NEC. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. If you don't love me, you must hate yourself. Either way you play with me, you gon' play yourself. Don't be stupid, decide that I'm the same. A new rover and they still ain't got the range. Can't even hang with, doing big things, but the fame ain't changed. Trying to maintain, but your chain can't blame. On a new plane, but your main can't tame this. Same dame, but the rock got bigger. Might buy the drop top, got more figures. Pull up in the lot, still block pop, pop. The posse can spot. Come and go, but I still check. Now I ain't saying I'm the best, I'm just saying that you're not. I got it all, baby, give it everything you got. And arrogant. Sitting in the booth, I ain't even gotta lie, cause you know that I'm the truth. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. How did it feel when it came alive?
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No, R&R's the bar is raised. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing to prove cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face, in my face, in my face, in my face, in my face? That's how still gonna keep the torch. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off in Detroit. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Daniel's going to throw to get us started. Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. Brian Branch has it. Oh, baby. This stadium was already loud to start this game, Brock. But that play, it's in an absolute uproar now.
And the one thing you want to do as an opposing team is quiet the crowd, especially as a quarterback. It's your job to quiet that home crowd. But an interception, well, it does nothing but add fuel to the fire. A fever pitch now as the offense takes the field, looking for an early lead.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
Offense up to the line fast. Goff on 3rd. Into the hands of Gibbs. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Goff. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. And that'll bring up second down. Gibbs now from the gun. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Chooses to bring this one out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a first and 10. First carry now for Austin Eckler. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7. From the gun, it's Daniels. Buys time, rolling right. He can run it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Escapes out to the left. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. From the gun, it's Robinson. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Daniels throwing on third. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So they're left with fourth down here. The Commanders ready for the punt. Deep for the Lions, Khalif Raymond. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60 plus. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. They go play action with Goff. He throws a bullet to this. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Quan Martin with the pick. And the Commanders get a huge return down to the 25-yard line before that tackle's made. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. An option give to Robinson. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Commanders ball as we get back for the second, and they're thinking points. Third down give to Robinson. And he's able to get this down to the 13. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Daniels on first down. He's on the move. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. Seibert tacks on the point after. And the Commanders tie this game 7-7. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. This one not close to where it had to go. This drive is going to begin from the 40. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. In off to Gibbs from the gun. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Another one for Gibbs. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. From the gun, Goff. St. Brown's got it, complete. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. On first down, it's Gibbs. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Here's 2nd and 7. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They're now set for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Connects on one to Jamison Williams. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So from the 3, here's second and goal. Gibbs. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. Now the offense is going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Buckle up. It's third and goal. Goff back to throw. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take the lead just before halftime. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Crowder with a return here. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Out of the gun, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Back to throw it. He just kept going their own way, and that's going to cost them. That is a safety. 2 plays ago, if we had seriously mentioned a safety partner, we'd have been laughed out of this booth, right?
Two in, two back ends, booked up. Look up, I'm flying, yeah, I'm free now. See now, society's time me release now. Crazy, I'm finna go see now. Big style, big deals, vitamin water, that's a big one. 6 mil, coach came to me like I'm D1. Like Will, got 17 hours to the flight out. Only got time for a night out. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't getting no younger. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't got too long, no. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know you running up at night. You know I gotta get one life for this. Text went through. J. Cole said his memes and mules, but I'm the king and adjust it all. Really wanna wipe me down. I got more patience than a hospital. Sweaties better beef with me. They never beef with life's obstacles. I'm bad as a bone out. I'm way too toned to be toned down. Too big, so I'm cocky. From the back while on Twitter with my phone out. Got an Eminem deal, but I'm Hershey. 6'2", dark skin, with purpose. Left a voicemail on my phone last night to myself saying little certis. Yeah. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know I'm running up at night. You know I gotta get one life for this.
broken glass of a bottle makes a Jagger rock. Right now I got two shaky hands, only one way to stop. And I haven't touched it for 7 hours, 3 minutes. Hardly up, already wanna quit quitting. Sweating in an old church basement, wishing I was. Never thought I'd say this.
Hello, my name's Jason.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years old. He said everybody here's felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. The broken man in the mirror can't look at me 'cause he's guilty. And I swear that the last couple months that tried to kill me. By the time I saw it coming, it was done with already. It's hard to run from it when it runs in the family. A problem with 1,000 more it's causing. Damn, it's exhausting. This is why I walked in.
Thanks for letting me share, y'all.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years old. He said everybody here's felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak.